Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, any other strong Leo placements you have in your chart. Or maybe you're just resonating in this energy and the title of this reading just drew you in. You know, perhaps there's a message here for you. Cross watchers, of course, you're welcome here. Just keep in mind that energies can be reversible, so if it does resonate more for you than it does the person that you are trying to spy on, then, you know, feel free to take this message as your own. Sometimes we're led to places in mysterious ways, or through mysterious ways. So I'm just going to be doing this Leo reading. I'm not doing any personal readings or anything tonight. I just wanted to try to expedite the process here for the zodiac reads. So I am still going to do the crystal portion and the astro dice portion though as well. So one of the gemstones I was drawn towards was this fluorite crystal, and with this I almost feel like I'm feeling rushed actually. So maybe you feel like you're being rushed. Maybe you feel like you're racing against the clock. Maybe you have like some kind of deadline you have to meet. But I feel like this is maybe making you anxious or nervous. Okay. For example, let's say you are moving out of your apartment, and you only have like a week to figure out where you're going to live. Okay. Maybe there's some pressure, you know, there to figure out where you're going to be resting your head. And maybe the plans that you have, maybe you're not sure if they're going to fall through. So that energy I feel there for you, as well as this singing Lemurian quartz. So with this, I actually feel like you have some kind of royal lineage, or you have, it's like something about your bloodline, I feel. So maybe you don't know this, but maybe your bloodline somehow has royalty attached to it somehow. Okay. Yeah, there's some kind of feeling here of title status that feels like it's deserved, or maybe you expect to have a title or something like this here. All right, I'm going to put that to the side and see what we have when it comes to the astro dice for my Leos, or those just resonating again in this energy. Okay, so we have Aquarius, we have Venus, and we have the 4th house. Okay, so again with the 4th house, maybe this involves family, security, also maybe a marriage or a home. Okay, with the 4. But there's a change maybe with stability. With Venus in the 4th as well, I want to say like maybe for a lot of you this involves children as well. Maybe you are somebody that really loves your children. Maybe you are very nurturing and soft and tender when it comes towards interacting with them. Maybe you want to make sure that they get all that they need. And with this Aquarius energy here as well, I feel like for one, you want your children, if you do have children, to be well-rounded and aware of a lot of diversity, like in terms of culture maybe, or in terms of food, or in terms of music. There's something about that. And also in terms of like education as well. But also with Venus and Aquarius here, if you do have a spouse or you have like some kind of long-term or serious partner or commitment here, I feel like this person could be very different from you, or maybe the person that you're connecting to, maybe they're very intelligent. And I don't know, it's like when you talk to this person or when you approach this person about something, it's like they have a very different way of solving a problem, or I don't know, there's something about that where like when you look at your spouse or when you look at your partner, if you do have one, they're just very intelligent. It's like maybe they always have an answer. Okay, anyway, we're gonna go into this reading here. Let's start with some oracle cards for my Leos. I almost said Aquarius. Oh. So yeah, I definitely think for some of you here, you may be dealing with an Aquarius. Oh, okay. We have goal. It says purpose, expectation, destination. And I'm going to actually put it like that because it was kind of turning around when I pulled it. We also have readiness, preparation, prompt, arrangement. And then we have stress, headache, pressure, lack of sleep. At the bottom of the deck we have fright, depression, phobia, paranoid. Yeah. So I feel like there's a lot of stress, a lot of pressure that you feel right now. And maybe this is because, again, you have a family to support. I feel like that's for a lot of you. With the readiness, I feel like you're mustering up the courage to fight or to go after what it is that you need to do or need to accomplish. But with stress here, I feel like behind the scenes, you again are feeling this pressure. You don't know if this is really going to work out in your favor. Also, there again could be like a time crunch that's going on here, and maybe because of this time crunch, you feel like, you know, maybe you're not going to get this done on time, or you're not going to figure this out in time. Maybe you're not going to meet this deadline. I feel like maybe you've been going in circles for some time, or maybe it feels like you've been going in circles, and maybe you haven't found like a solution. Let's see what else we have here for those resonating in this energy. Okay, what's this? We have Sacred Journey. I'm not going to pull it, but that's like kind of slipped out here. Okay, so we have hope, Aquarius energy, right? We also have communication as well. So maybe you could be waiting for some kind of go-ahead or green light to start something here, because in this card it looks like he's about to start a race, and he's just waiting for like the gun to go off, for like the sprint or this marathon. But I feel like, you know, you're being encouraged right now. You're being encouraged. You're trying to have hope, trying to have faith. that there will be a light at the end of the tunnel here. I feel like this is your moment. And with whatever you are after here, you have to give it all you got. This is not a time for you to turn back. Now is not the time for you to turn back. That's what I'm feeling here for you. Maybe in the past you sabotaged opportunities like this, and you've reaped those repercussions. And you don't want to experience that again. I'm hearing Eminem, Just Lose It. If you don't know that song, I would recommend listening to it. Maybe listening to a version of it on YouTube where the lyrics are posted in the background. You know, maybe that will resonate for you in some way. Okay, let's kind of see and take a peek what's going on in your love life. What's going on in your love life, Leo? Or are those just resonating in this energy? What's going on in terms of love? On the deck we have time. You are trying too hard. Let's see. We have emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. I actually feel like this has more to do with time as well. Maybe you feel frustrated because when it comes to your partner, maybe you feel like they're not doing as much to meet you halfway. Or instead of that 60-40 rule, it's like, for those of you that don't know what the 60-40 is, ideally you would want relationships, like the effort in relationships should be someone's always giving 60% and the other one's giving 40%, but when the other person can give 60%, then you can give your 40%. You know, it's like you kind of go back and forth, and you know, at this point in time, like you may be holding a lot more, or you may be in charge of a lot more responsibilities at this time than your person. Maybe you feel like you're juggling more, or you feel like you're just under more pressure. And maybe because of that, you know, you may be kind of lashing out in anger. Maybe because you're not getting the help that you need or the assistance that you need. And that's just really frustrating for you. We also have here, if you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind, for the heart is the gateway to the soul. How do I feel about this here? I'm hearing it's actually not a sprint, it's a marathon. So again, I feel like you're rushing to finish something. And I feel like with this, it's, you know, you're being warned here that if you try to rush this, you know, it could get messy, or you could not get the outcome that you want. So there's a need to slow down a little bit. I know there might be a time crunch, but it's like this half-assed approach to finishing this here is not healthy, for one, for your relationship, and two, I just feel like it's not healthy for you. Again, like, I just feel like you may be frustrated, annoyed. Maybe also you feel like you're isolating yourself from your partner in some way, maybe because they don't understand you, and so you may feel very emotional right now. Actually, you may feel highly emotional right now, and feel misunderstood. Okay. Let's see what else is going on here. I'm hearing all will happen in good time. So there's no need to really worry here. Okay? Yes, this is your moment. So just try to do your best in this situation here. But, you know, there's a need to distress or have a little bit more balance. What's going on here, Spirit? Yeah, we have the King of Wands in the reverse. Okay. We have the Eight of Pentacles. We have the Five of Swords. There it is, that fighting. The issues that are coming out here. We have the Nine of Wands. And we have the Queen of Cups. Yeah, so I feel like you feel like your person here is just kind of just relaxed. I don't know, maybe your person is a stay-at-home mom, for example, for some of you. Or you just feel like they don't have to worry as much. Maybe you're the breadwinner. Maybe you're the only person that's bringing in the dough, you know, especially with this Eight of Pentacles here. And it's just every day is just like the same thing. And maybe you haven't communicated this in a healthy and in a healthy way to your person, where it does really bother you to see your person just kind of like just chilling at home while you go to work and you have to deal with maybe a lot of conflict even at work. I don't know, it's like you kind of take your home with you. That's what I'm seeing here. You take your home with you. You take your work with you. I'm sorry, you take your work with you and bring it home. And, you know, like when you see your partner, your person kind of doing their own thing, and in your eyes, through your perception, you may see this person just chilling, you know? Maybe like watching TV and like with some wine in their hand or something like that, like a glass of wine. And, you know, you're ready to trip out on them because you're like, what the hell did you do all day? And then, you know, they get mad at you because it's just like, oh, well, for example, I've been taking care of the kids all day, and that's a full-time job. And you always accuse me that I don't have anything to do, but I'm doing all of these things. You know, so there's some kind of like miscommunication or misunderstanding when it comes to this here. And I almost feel like it's tearing you guys apart. Maybe you're thinking like, if it keeps going on like this, we just might end up in a divorce, you know? But I feel like with Eight of Pentacles, there is a home here, you know? There is stability that's here. You guys definitely depend on each other. I definitely feel like this is a very karmic connection also. Okay? Not in a bad way. Not in a bad way. but it's almost as if like this is fated, and you guys are kind of going through the motions of a typical relationship or a typical marriage, with a family, you know. That's what I feel here. Okay, so I kind of want to see what the near outcome here is. What is the outcome here in the near future? Is the outcome here in the near future? Okay, we have the Three of Swords in reverse. Uh-oh. We have the King of Cups. We have the Four of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Cups in the reverse. So I do feel like there was a lot that was put into this relationship, okay? With this King of Cups. This is not something you just up and walk away from. There's already been a lot of history here. There were beautiful memories that both of you shared. You know, we have the King and Queen of Cups. In a lot of ways, like, you felt like this partner was somebody that you could grow old with. We could be dealing with some karmic soulmates here. But with Three of Swords in reverse, you can't take this pain anymore. Four of Swords, I feel like there's some kind of break that's going to happen, whether it's permanent or temporary. I feel like you guys are going on a break in the near future. And during this break, you may travel, possibly short distance travel. Doesn't have to be, you could just take a quick trip, you know. And during these trips, maybe you feel kind of good, but in some ways you still feel like you're hurting, like you're not having the time of your life. But you definitely needed to get out of your head. You needed to get out of this routine. You needed time to think also about how to move forward in this connection. Because I feel like you're not quite ready to give this up yet. You still want to work on things. But maybe you're not really sure how. Let's see what Spirit wants to say about it here. What does Spirit have to say about it? What does Spirit, what do you have to say about this connection? We have throat chakra. I'm going to pull one more. Okay. We have moving on. We have trapped in fear. Wow, we have another one. We have hope in the reverse. Oh my gosh. And didn't I say you could be connecting with an Aquarius? Okay. You have to be honest. Spirit's saying, like, you have to be honest about where you're at in this connection. Whether it's, hey babe, I need some space, I need some time to think about what I really want. Because I feel like somehow my needs aren't being met, and I don't know how to fill in those gaps right now, or how to make it work, knowing that or feeling this way. Okay, I definitely feel like there needs to be open, honest communication here. I know there's a lot of fear. There's also maybe fear here if your person is seeing somebody else. Maybe you've caught actually like text messages or pictures or something like that in your partner's phone that weren't supposed to be there for some of you. Maybe you've just been working too much. Maybe that's one of the reasons why you're angry or mad. Maybe your person feels like they need more attention, and maybe you can't give that to them because you're just busy doing other things. We have hope in the reverse. This is definitely, I feel like, about letting go. Spirit's saying, like, right now what you need to do is let go. I know you're wanting to hold on. I know you want to try to work on this, but the way things are going, things aren't going to change. And so I feel two different energies here. There's one energy where I feel like some of you have been cycling through this for some time now, and you know that it's now time to actually really let go. That there's nothing more that you can do to fix it. And then we have another group here where you're not ready to let this go, and what you need to communicate is that you need some time and space to think. Because again, I feel like you're under a lot of pressure here, and it also may be coming from work and other kinds of expectations, deadlines that you have to focus on right now. And so, you know, so be it. Okay? Alright, my Leos, thank you so much for watching. If you resonated with this reading, I encourage you to hit the follow button or subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is Soup for the Soul Tarot, and it's the digit 4, not F-O-R, not F-O-U-R, not the numerical value 4, but it's the digit 4. And again, that's Soup for the Soul Tarot if you want to subscribe over to my YouTube channel, and check out other readings that I posted on there as well. And yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. Alright guys, have a good rest of your night. Bye bye.